Hi, this is Chad with NoviSign, and today we're going to go over a couple of new features in reference to alignment and adjusting your content so it's centered or aligned with each other. And it definitely makes the overall process of getting your content visually aligned much easier without having to eyeball it. So to get started, we'll go to novisign.com. In the upper right, it says login. This brings you to the online studio, and here you can create, edit, and manage the content. So I'll click the Create from Template button. Brings us to the library of templates, so you can either build something from scratch or browse through and select a template and customize it. And all of the templates that we have can be completely tweaked, adjusted, edited to fit your branding. You can move things around, add things, delete things, what have you. So you're not locked into anything. But for today, we'll just do something from scratch. So let's first go over the auto grid. On the top here, it says grid, and I'm going to select that, 9 by 16. Now this gives you a nice visual grid in which you can use to align things. And I'll show you quickly. I'm going to click on my image, and let's just add that. I'm going to add another image. Let's just say a slide. Oh, that's a bad one. We'll add something. It's a solid color. There we go. And we'll resize it. And let's say we want it to be in line with each other. So if I click on it, I can align it with this first line. Then if I click on the second one, I can align it. And they are perfectly aligned with each other. Very easy to do. Let's turn the grid off, and we'll go over the next feature, which is the align. So if I select on this happy birthday, and we have a line on the top, we've got some options. And if we start with the arrow pointing down, it pushes it to the bottom. If it's centered, there we go, it auto centers it for you, which is nice. And then push the top, pushes it to the top. We can also do left, center, right. There we go. It's a nice thing to have, makes it very easy to quickly line things up, move things around. And then notice when I move the content, so if I moved it, and you see the little yellow line that auto populates, that's another feature, the auto alignment that is there to make things easier for when you're trying to center things or making sure they're straight with each other. There you go. So you don't have to eyeball it. It auto does it, and you can make sure that it's right on the line and they're centered up. A couple of other features that we have are the ability to bring layers back and forth. So let's start with, say, this little image here, put that as a backdrop, and then I put a logo, right? So let's just say logo, insert, there we go. And then I add another piece of content, so let's say a slide, insert, and let's say I size it and then I move it, and then I accidentally have part of it sitting on top of the logo. How do we fix that? Very easy. So on the top, we have some things that says send to back, send backward. So if I select send to back, it's going to push it all the way behind the backdrop. Now, if I wanted to bring it forward, I can hit bring forward, and it brings it forward. Now, if I wanted to be sitting back on top of the logo again, I can hit bring forward again, and it covers it. So using these layers, you can adjust, bring things forward, back, hide things, move it around, which is nice. Hit delete. Then, of course, we do have the copy and paste option. So if I click on the logo, copy, paste, copies and pastes it. Very simple. If I wanted to get rid of it, I can hit delete. Another thing that we do have also is going to be the undo feature. So if I hit Control Z with my keyboard, it just made it smaller. And then I can also select the redo on the top, redo, and then hit undo. And I can redo it and undo actions that I've done. It's a nice feature. So if you accidentally make a mistake and want to go back to it, revert to the original, you simply hit Control Z on your keyboard and it does it. Or you can click on the undo or redo feature that's on the top. So these features, just to recap, the grid gives you the visual so you can line it up yourself. Then we have the align option, so that moves it left, right, top, bottom. Then there's also the auto align, which gives you the yellow arrow lines, give visually, you can line it up using that route as well. If you want to try NoviSign out, you can for free. Simply go to novisign.com. In the upper right, it says Start Now. That takes you to our registration page. No credit card is needed. The trial is for 30 days. If you have questions or would like to schedule a web demo, send us an email anytime. info@novisign.com. Thank you.